Good afternoon, welcome to GrainTV. My name is Cody Bills. Today is Tuesday the 21st and we had the market a bit mixed here. Let's turn over to the grain hedge trading platform and see where we closed off the day. Corn trading down 4.5 cents, soybeans down 3 cents, and wheat in Chicago trading up 2 3/4 cents here on the day. One thing that traders are paying close attention to is, of course, the bird flu situation. We do have the governor out of Wisconsin issuing a state of emergency, authorizing the National Guard to help to contain and also clean up these instances where bird flu was detected. Not only that, but last night we also saw another instance of bird flu being detected in a flock of 3.8 million hens in Iowa. This is an area near the city of Harris. This was for Sunrise Farms. The bottom line here is that there's concerns not only for the flock and the chickens and turkeys out there, but how this is going to impact feed usage. And I think that's one of the reasons why we saw corn trading slightly lower. Let's turn over to the trading charts here and see where we are after today's damage. You'll notice that soybeans here kind of trading on that higher side of the range, closing off near the higher side of the range that it traded today. That's very positive to me. You'll notice in the earlier part of the session we did trade lower, but we're unable to hold on to those losses. We traded right down to that 20-day moving average, found a little bit of support there, and then turned right around, closed out near the highs of the day. So that was very positive to me. I wouldn't be surprised if perhaps we get a little bit of follow-through buying here come out tomorrow. Keep in mind that tomorrow we do have the EIA ethanol production numbers. That's something that we're going to be paying very close attention to. And of course, let's turn over to the corn chart here and take a look at that. You'll notice corn not quite the same as soybeans. Soybeans was able to come back by the end of the day. Corn was unable to, kind of holding on to those losses. And I think, again, this is a combination of things. First of all, I think that it did not help that we continue to see instances of the avian bird flu. But also, you'll notice that corn's trading in the low side of that range. I wouldn't be surprised if South American production is one of those things that continues to weigh on it. I know that we did have a situation, AGR Brazil estimated that the corn crop could come out to 77.8 million metric tons there in Brazil, with revisions higher if the weather cooperates in May. Of course, it doesn't seem like there's a whole lot of news out there today. It seems as though we're just kind of chopping around, wheat kind of bouncing back after a hard week last week, corn kind of moving lower here after seeing some gains last week, and soybeans here kind of hanging in there. And one of the reasons that we could be hanging in there for soybeans is the fact that we could have seen a little bit of slowdown in farmer selling as the Brazilian real has had the ability to kind of rally back relative to the dollar. There was notice a significant amount of farmers selling there in Brazil when the real was cheap relative to the dollar. What that means is that they typically on the global market that will give a rally to their commodity prices, and that can spur some farmer selling. Well, now we have the real moving back, gaining strength relative to the dollar. That's kind of shut down some farmer selling down there in South America. So unless we get a situation where the real kind of turns around and starts depreciating again, we may not necessarily see a large influx of farmers selling. So that's something that we'll have to pay close attention to, of course, is that relationship between the real and the US dollar. Guys, I wouldn't be surprised if, again, like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if we see soybeans move a little bit higher here tomorrow. It really seems to be hanging in there and showing a good amount of strength here during the day sessions. Thanks a lot for tuning in. If you have any questions about what we talked about today, please give the office a call. The number is 877-472-4607. And of course, if you haven't done so already, take a demo of our trading platform. See what it's like to have live quotes in a mobile platform. It is a very powerful tool here when it comes to your overall marketing strategy. Thanks a lot for tuning in. We'll see you here tomorrow.